12 things introverts are best at doing. 6. Being great workers. Alongside being great leaders, introverts also know very well when to take a step back and get the work done. They're attentive, wholehearted, determined, and motivated to always do their very best. Since introverts usually don't use their words or quick wit to talk them out of sticky situations, they use their intellectual prowess to provide an answer rather than an excuse. Hand them an extended project, let them work alone in a comfortable environment, and you'll get incredible results. Introverts need little supervision because they're always triple-checking themselves, seeing the flaws in everything and preparing every argument that could be made against their work, and working around it to avoid said confrontation. These qualities make them effective followers as well, being dedicated to the completion of their responsibility, provided their solitude is undisturbed. 7. Listening to your troubles. Have you ever needed to vent, confided in a close friend, and felt like they weren't really even listening to you? That's the opposite of an introvert. Since introverts know how hard it is for them to express their emotions verbally, if a loved one expresses feelings to them, they will listen hard and well. Introverts are perfect for when you need a shoulder to cry on or just someone to hear your story. As said earlier, introverts hate small talk. So if you go straight to the meaty deep talk, they'll provide an impeccable set of ears and even some incredible advice for you to follow. Introverts are sensitive to pain, their own and others. They can tell when you're really upset or when you need to get something off your chest. If a reserved friend asks you if everything's all right, there's no need to hide behind another, "I'm fine, I'm just tired." Go ahead and tell them what's bothering you. There's no better support than that of an introverted friend. 8. Counseling. In addition to listening, introverts excel at helping you cope with your worries. They can easily read people while others are just listening. An introvert analyzes and interprets the speaker's thoughts, actions, choice of words, and preconceptions. They can notice little body expressions you don't even realize you're doing. They can help you pin down exactly what's bothering you and even suggest how to resolve it. Unfortunately, many introverts are familiar with pain and suffering, so they're quite experienced on how to alleviate any emotional pain you're going through. Furthermore, calming someone down isn't all about talking. It's about understanding and making deep relationships built on trust. Being empathetic is what introverts do. Having someone there, listening and supporting you in a time of need, is just as comforting as a nice warm hug, which many introverts may often initiate in moments like these. 9. Thinking before acting. Introverts don't speak quite often, so when they do, every single word was chosen very carefully ahead of time. Sometimes due to this, introverts may take a while to get a sentence out, since they're mentally preparing and rehearsing each word before they say it. Since introverts take a while to express themselves, many extroverts just ignore them and talk over them. This can cause introverts to become even more shy so that they don't get ignored again, as this is traumatic and embarrassing. So if your introverted friend speaks up, pay close attention because what he or she has to say is probably important. 10. Knowing themselves. We all know that quiet persons have the loudest minds. Introverts spend a lot of time in their own heads. From this, they know themselves pretty well. Aside from being silent critics, introverts are constantly having inner monologues, evaluating themselves and their choices in everyday situations. Thus, they rarely have any existential crises and can easily figure out their strengths and weaknesses. They know who they are, what they want, and what is important to them. They might just not tell you all of that information. You could say that they're silent, but confident. 11. Being a source of wisdom. By nature, introverts love information, learning, and discovering new things. They might not be the first to go mountain climbing, but they'll definitely be in awe over a new NASA discovery. Their minds are constantly urging for more facts and things to ponder over in the silence of their daily lives. Not only that, but they use these interesting facts and information to share with others when the time is relevant. So you never know when your small-voiced friend might know the exact answer to your problems after reading about a similar situation months ago. 12. Being a loyal friend. Introvert friends will not betray you. They have no reason to. They would never talk about you behind your back or lie to you in a harmful way. Every secret, desire, or dream you've ever shared with them will always be safe whether or not the friendship lasts. Introverts cherish friendships and, no matter the circumstances, would never betray someone who once confided in them. They value relationships and try hard to keep them, which makes them some of the best friends you will ever have. Introverts have quite a lot of skills in those quiet little bodies. If you're an extrovert, don't be hesitant to communicate with silent peers. You'll be surprised at what they're capable of. And if you're an introvert, be proud. You have nothing to feel inferior about, since behind that shyness lies a storm of talents.